I'm drawing more fan art, and I have started with more Family Guy actually. Meg, she's pretty chill, and it's actually quite hard to draw characters that are in such a simple style like Family Guy. And in my head I just imagine Meg is just like this normal girl and there's like nothing wrong with her, and that everyone just kind of sees her as horrific, and that's kind of sad, but she just like is a normal girl in my head anyway. If I sound funny or if I sound totally like all over the place, it is 4:41 in the morning and I still can't sleep. I did take my sleeping medication and I don't know if it's working, but I'm not asleep, so I wouldn't say so. That's why I'm doing these voiceovers now. I thought it's probably a bad idea, but like I'm in the mood for it. Oh yeah, anyways, if you like the video, like before I forget, if you like the video, you should like the video, and if you're not already subscribed, you should subscribe, like, you know, to hear more of my super cute voice, all of this vocal fry. Anyways, let's move on to my Powerpuff Girls, and I've seen this a million times online, and every time I watch one, I mean, whenever I see one, don't have to watch it, whenever I see people kind of redraw the Powerpuff Girls older and in their style and what they'd imagine they'd wear, I'm always like, I always think it's so interesting what people think, because you start off and they're like, the reference of blobs, these little girls are like blobs, you know, but it's interesting to see what people take from their personalities and then their personalities into their chosen outfits and how they pose the characters and how you imagine they'd act as if they're older, you know. And yeah, I hope you like my version. It's because we're kind of coming out of winter. I knew I'd be coming out of winter during this time, so I did like kind of like warmer, kind of coming into spring kind of outfits. But yeah, just enjoy my process. I don't usually film this, but this is how I draw bodies usually. If you want me to do a tutorial, let me know. But yeah, I mean, I don't film the process very often. I'm really bad. But it's just, I go for the same shapes every time. It's the torso, and then the butt area, the hips and the butt area, and then the legs just come out. And that's kind of it. And I kind of like, I guess I eye it, which is really bad for a tutorial. But as I've said, and I'll say it again, I'm not a tutor girl. Anyways, now I am going over in pen because I regretted not going over in pen for the Flynn Rider and Rapunzel illustration I did for last week's video. So yeah, it takes forever. Line art takes so long, but I feel like I always like the way it looks, as long as I've copied the lines that are meant to be there. I always make mistakes somewhere, but I don't know, there's something really like satisfying about finishing a sketch and then liking that sketch a lot and going over it in pen and then rubbing out all of the pencil, and then whatever's left, just, it looks really cool to me. I don't know what it is. I like line art a lot. Anyways, I start with, at least for the line art, I start with Bubbles, and I always imagine Bubbles in a skirt, and her colour scheme is definitely light blue. Like, you know what I mean? Light blues and greys, and I imagine she'd have the same haircut. I don't think I've strayed that far away from whatever their haircuts are supposed to be. Because like, what the heck is what is Buttercup supposed to be? Like a little flip, I guess. I don't know. But also, if they're like older, like they're not bound to whatever their childhood hairstyles were. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bubbles is probably my favorite out of all of them. But like, actual favorite, growing up, it was definitely Buttercup. And my because she's bossy, my little sister would be Blossom, and then my older sister, just because of how she is, she's a Bubbles. But like, I don't know, I don't really resonate with any of them anymore. I don't know what that means. Like, is it like a thing where you kind of, I don't know. Anyways, I am so tired. I'm definitely I'm probably still like a Buttercup kind of girl, you know. My fave is Buttercup because she's sassy and she's definitely giving middle child vibes, so I guess I still relate. Anyways, back onto the actual drawing. I think I've improved on skin tones, and I don't know if you can tell here, but I thought it looks pretty good. Even like adding blush before it gets dry, I thought that, like, girl, I think I'm clever for that. It's definitely something I've learned, but I forget to do it, you know. But yeah, I think it looks cool. And I wasn't too upset about the line work once it was all finished anyway. So yeah, even from far away it doesn't look too bad. And I was definitely happy with it by the time I finished, which is a win for me because it's so rare that I even make fan art. It's rare that I do like a line art that I'm happy with, and it's also extremely rare that I finish with paint, you know? So here we are on to my last little like fan art page, and I love classic Alice in Wonderland by Disney. I don't like whatever the original is because I never like understood it and I never properly read it. So Disney is my peak, my classic, which I don't know if that offends people, and I don't really care. I like the Alice in Wonderland by Disney version. Like, there's a scene where she can't stop crying and then the room fills up with her tears. That's fun. And another scene that I just, like, no one talks about, I like the scene where she's talking to the flowers and they're like they're kind of like older women, I guess they're supposed to be, and they're not very nice to her, and I really like that scene. And the caterpillar is weird and the Cheshire Cat is weird in this one. I don't know, I like it. It's like, it makes me miss like horror for children, because I think an Alice in Wonderland horror kind of thing works really well. And I don't know, mixing Alice in Wonderland where it's like quite childish and then mixing it with something like Silent Hill, you know, like a Silent Hill kind of vibe. And the same with The Wizard of Oz, where in the story things are carried over from real life because it's supposed to be like a dream or whatever, and Dorothy associates this, like, the different characters with people she knows in real life, which is fun, and as a horror concept is even more fun. So if there are actually any films like that, let me know, because I'd love to see it. I love stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't even talk about it. I decided to do little Alice in a little baby style, and she's so cute. She's so cute. Who's that wonderful girl? Could she be any cuter? I should draw Nona in Nanalan next to like a baby Yoda, maybe. Sorry, I am so tired. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching. As usual, all of my I can't even remember my outro now. I'm so tired. Yeah, whatever is in the description, it will be the usual stuff. My Instagram, my Ko-Fi page. I've got stuff on my gallery you can look at. I've got stuff on my Redbubble shop that you can check out. But yeah, my usual stuff should be on there. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I don't know if this is listenable too, you know. But yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with me. Yeah, anyways, come back for next week's video. Okay? Thank you. Bye.